Hi everyone, it's Johnny Seed here again, and I'm back in front of the camera for the first time in a few weeks. Now today's video is mainly going to be me unboxing and setting up my new turntable. However, I've got a few things I'd like to chat about first, a bit of news, what I've been up to. So if you want to get straight to the hardware action, I'll put the time on the screen now that you can skip to. By all means, skip ahead if you don't want to hear me waffling on about stuff. So it's been a couple of weeks since I've actually made a video. That's not to say I have not been busy. I've been listening to a ton of stuff and I've been picking up a few things. So there's going to be a haul coming up soon. But I've decided to have a bit of a new policy on this channel where I'm only going to show stuff after I've actually listened to it or made notes about it, or have an opinion on it. Otherwise, just showing you the cover, I mean, you can just look that up online, really, couldn't you? So I got a bit of a backlog, and if you've watched any of my videos recently, you'll probably know that I've been without a turntable for the last sort of few weeks. So I do have a bit of a stack of listening to get through. I also got a big stack of CDs. My favourite charity shop has got a deal on the minute where it's 3 for £1. So yeah, 33 pence. Recurring for a CD is a ridiculously low price, so I've been hoovering up everything that I can find which is of any interest, so I'm going to be working my way through that lot as well. I've also been doing a bit of a retrospective on a few artists. When I did my first CD video a couple of weeks ago, that inspired me to go back and listen to a few other bands and artists that I was really into during my teenage years, and I've been writing a stack of notes about this as well. So I've got pages and pages of notes to go through. So whilst I was doing my retrospective research, I got Spotify. Now, I made a video a couple of weeks ago saying, should I go on Spotify or not? So I thought, why not give it a go? Now, for some reason, I had it in my head that to get Spotify on your computer, like you would on your phone, you had to sort of download something and install it and then sign up. But no, that's not the case. As you probably know, it was just a couple of clicks. I signed up with Facebook, literally 2 clicks, I was on there. So I've been using Spotify. I thought I'd give it a go, and my opinion is it's okay. I can see why people use it. I can see why it's handy. For me, it's not going to be my main source of listening to music. However, as for research purposes, if I wanted to hear a particular song or an album, I didn't want to have to go rooting around trying to find a decent version on YouTube, say, I know I can go straight on there and find it. So it's been very handy in that respect, and I like the fact you can make up playlists as well. So it's a good thing to have in reserve, I would say. And I thought at the end of the video I'd chuck in a few random clips of stuff that I've filmed over the last month or so, just some odds and ends. And also there's some footage I shot at the beer festival that I've been going to for nearly 30 years. And if you're a fan of watching middle-aged men getting shit-faced, then stick around to the end and enjoy that. Right, so let's get on to the unboxing side of things. Shall we? I'm going to whip this camera around, I'm going to get the boxes out, I'm going to have a look at what I got. Okay, so if you saw my previous video about when I was asking people's opinion on whether I should get vintage or brand new gear, as you can see I've gone for brand new. The reason is I did look around for quite a while for some suitably vintage stack, hi-fi record player combination. And I did see quite a few, but they would always seem to be collection only and based on in the other side of the country, or the shipping was going to be the same price as the actual item. I had no idea what kind of condition they were in, really. So I thought the easier option, because I just really needed something sooner rather than later, was to go with something new. So I took the advice of a few people in the comment section. Randall, thank you very much. Your comment was one that tipped the balance into deciding what I got. So I've gone with some powered speakers. These are Edifier. Now I picked these solely because they were Amazon choice. Now I'm not the sort of person that likes to spend hours and hours reading reviews and going through every single option and weighing up the specs and all that. So I've bought Amazon choice stuff before, and I know that I can return it if it's not up to snuff. So I just thought I'd go with those because they were recommended. So we shall find out what they're like. Let me know if you've got any of this equipment that I'm about to show. If you own any Edifier speakers, what you think of them. I will obviously give you my opinion once they're up and running. So and in here we have the actual turntable. As you can see, I've not even unboxed it from its Amazon box, so fingers crossed they did actually send a turntable in there and it's not like filled with, I don't know, dildos or anything. So I will open this one first and we can see what these look like. Some cables. I can add these to my huge box of audio cables that I've gathered over the years. Oh, it looks like there's some speaker wire in here, which is good. So fingers crossed we should have everything we need to actually get some sound. So, oops, I don't know what that was. I'm sure we'll find it again. This looks like a very tiny remote control. And length of speaker wire and some stereo cables. This is, I should see, there's instructions. Okay. So, there's the actual speaker itself. I like the wood finish, being a bit of a retro vintage type of person myself. I wanted something suitably old looking, so I think I'm going to have them without the cover. If I can get this off without destroying it. Let's just see. So yeah, that's what it looks like without the cover. Pretty cool looking anyway. So you didn't get it for the looks alone. I want to know what they sound like, so that is it's very well made anyway. Nice and junky. And back there we have some connectors for putting the cables in. This is the other one with the controls. You can see there's some dials. What's that say? Volume, bass and treble. Okay, so it comes with a little bit of an EQ built in. And there's the plug and all the sockets. There you go. This is what it looks like on the back. Okay, right, so it's tidy as we go. And get down to the beans and potatoes, shall we? What's the best way of opening this, do you think? Now, this turntable is by far the most popular, as it were, suggestion. And quite a few of you, now Steve, Value Vinyl, I think you were recommending this one. And a friend of mine, Lee, he's got one of these. So I think the best kind of recommendations are those from people who you know, who own the thing. Right, so what is it I got? Gotta go in for the Audio-Technica ATLB 120 USB in black. And I'm out. It's lifting that weighs that's a bit of a hefty weight. So right, so that's what it looks like out of the box. So let's see if I can extract this sensibly.
Struggle, fool.
I'll be back in a minute. Right, so this is it. Sans its outer packaging. Let's see how this opens up. I can't believe how heavy this thing is. Oops, oh there you go, I've torn it. Well, I can't believe how heavy it is because I'm... Alright, I'm sure there must have been an easier way of doing that, but never mind. I've screwed up the box now. These are flaps. It's open. Yeah, there we go, that's what I was looking for. Well, right, too late now. Mat inside. Do not discard. Right. I think this thing must have like a concrete base, it weighs that much. Right, so this is this looks like the cover. Get. Right, some more cables. USB. Plug. Looks like a European, is it? Or US power cable. Or two-pronged doodahs. Ding. And okay, that looks like it's connected to something, so I'll leave that where it is. Right, so I think what I'll do now is I will actually set this up and then I can show you in detail instead of like strolling around with all this. So just give us 1 moment. So here it is in situ, where it's going to be living. Now, first impressions are, I'm impressed by how heavy this thing is. It's very, very well made as far as, like, you know, it being sturdy. So it comes with the spinny thing, the platter, I think that's what it's called. That came sort of underneath here. It was all taped together, and that's the knee stylus has not been installed yet. That's all tied down. But yeah, this is a lot bigger than I thought it would be as well. I don't even get an idea of the scale. Here's a audio cassette to compare. So yeah, what is that, by the way? Fleetwood Mac. Right, good. Okay, so right, I'll start construction. The next step is to assemble the tone arm. So this is the polystyrene outer, and we've got some brackets for the dust cover, counterweight, what they're calling a 45 RPM adapter, and then we have business end of things, the cartridge. So I'll remove it from its cocoon and slap it on there. Right, so this is what it looks like when it's taken out. They do seem to have wrapped everything in sellotape. Hopefully it's not going to cause any problems. There is a protector there for the actual stylus. Let's get this out of this sellotape, shall we? Right, so that just pushes on, and it's quite easy, and there's a little thing to just tighten up there, and they cover there, so. Right, platter's on. This is nice and solid metal. Right, and the slip mat is on. So I think next I'll put the lid on, and the bit I'm not looking forward to is just putting the weights and all that stuff on, and what's that called? And the anti-skating.
Down with this sort of thing. Careful now.
Right, so I've assembled this, and it is perfectly balanced, as all things should be. But rather annoyingly, it does say here, where is it now? Refer to the cartridge manufacturer's specifications for recommended tracking force. Now, seeing as this comes with a standard cartridge, you would have thought they would have told you what that was. So I'm going to have to find out what the tracking force is, so I can adjust this thing here, the counterweight. So yeah, I'll also go online, I think, and find out what that is. Right, so it turns out the tracking force is 2 grams. This is why I've had to look on the internet. Now, it does tell you in the instructions what the actual cartridge is, so I don't know why they couldn't include just the simple "it's 2" there in the manual, but never mind. Right, so the anti-skating thing needs to be set at the same value as the counterweight cartridge. What's it called? Such an expert. Tracking force dial. That's the tracking force dial. That's the anti-skating knob. So I'm going to use this to 2. Ding. Okay. Right, so it's plugged in now. So the moment of truth. I'm going to find out whether or not it actually will power on. How does this work? Oh, okay. It's got a light. Yes. It's receiving energy. And the light there. Alright, so that's good news. Alright, so I haven't put the cover on yet because I want to just have free access to everything. I've got the speakers set up now. I just come with a free copy of Audacity because they do make a big thing in the instructions about you can, it comes with USB, so you can turn your fantastic sounding records into crappy MP3s. So yeah, okay, right, we'll get the speakers set up. Right, so that's the wires in, and hopefully, I don't know if you can make that out now, but there's one wire has a bit of a pinkish red tinge, and the other one is clear. Yeah. So I've got the pinkish one in the red hole, and the clear one in the black hole. So this, well, thankfully I don't really need it. Doesn't really need to go very far because the other speaker is going to be there, and this wire will definitely make it. It's not going to be massive, so I'm just going to have to move some of the stuff out of the way. These nuts. Excuse me, stone roses. Excuse me, thumb piano. Sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me, razor head. And maracas. I think I'll give this a dust first as well. Right, so I'm just looking at the instruction manual for the speakers, and this made me laugh. Contents of the box includes the user manual. So if that's missing, then this is the user manual, which is, so how would you know if it was... Anyway, I'm trying to figure out how to switch these things on, because it's plugged in, and I'm assuming that's the there's a little light there. This is the volume, it just sort of spins freely. So let me just figure out how to switch these things on. So it would help if I wasn't so blind, because there's a massive big power switch here. It's on the on position. And we have a light. Okay, so can we hear anything? So we have a nice satisfying hiss coming out of each speaker. I've assembled the lid. Essential when you own cats, you like to jump up and down on things, and the lid only goes as far as there, doesn't go all the way back, never mind. Okay, so I guess it's time to, yeah, everything's spinning round. I'll find something to play on it now, shall I? Now I'm going to just do a test run with something I'm not super concerned about, because if that thing suddenly goes haywire and starts ricocheting across the top of it, then I haven't damaged anything of value, but I'll just do a test run and then I'll pick something to play, and we should be all done then. I don't know why I all went on high at the end of that sentence, but then we should be all done by then. So everything's looking good. Time to play my first record. What am I going to pick? Oh, it's a no-brainer really. It's going to have to be Led Zeppelin 2. Can't wait. I mean, initially what I'm impressed with after using my old 70s hipster thing is just how quiet the thing is. Without, that thing over there would be making like honking noises, so I'm going to give this a dust. I got one of these velvety anti-static things, and I also got some cleaner. I'm going to have a big old cleaning session. I don't know if you can see that. This is the Clear Groove. So yeah, I'm going to have to go and clean all my records, but I can't wait to clean this one. I'm going to play it as it is. So, right, so thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope this was somewhat entertaining and maybe a little bit informative. First impressions, blown away really. Well, I gave this a little bit of a trial spin, and the sound quality was amazing, unbelievably clear. Speakers so far so good, everything's good with them. This is really well built. I'll see how it lasts. It's taken me maybe an hour to set up all together. So the longest thing was getting the balance right on that. It's not something I've ever done before, but maybe less than an hour probably altogether. So yeah, I would so far recommend, but yeah, I've only played like a minute of music on it, so I'll keep you informed. Right, so enjoy these clips that are coming up now. Hang on, I suppose I can spin this around. Right, so thank you very much for watching, everybody. Enjoy the clips about to follow. There's just some random nonsense that I've filmed and some beer festival stuff, and I will see you all next time for some regular content. Okay, bye! Very brave. Beer festival time again. Hey. Get this one.
Physio's got half a day. For once.
You can see me in. Right, this is one of my favourite beers. This is called, bless you, Rausch beer. It's smoked. It is German. It tastes like hot dogs.
On the draft list or the wildies? Check the world.
It's really good. Nice. Let's have a look at the bottle. Label out. Japanese stewed. Well, let's see your reaction. That's approval.